into the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. It's the Panthers and the Rams. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-6 Panthers, the 6-5 Rams. Evil Dead has set the line. Rams -3, the over-under at 45. The Panthers will get the ball first. Donnie Jones will kick off. Fielded by Stanton, brings it out over the 15, 20, 25. A flag is down. And that might be a face mask on the Rams. On the opening kickoff. And that's going to give Carolina Eric Morales the guilty party. That's going to give Carolina great field position at the 41-yard line for the opening drive of the game. The Panthers are led by Pat Warren, the 6th-year quarterback out of Vanderbilt. Let's see if the Panthers, it's unusual on the kicking team. Let's see if the Panthers can capitalize on the good field position here on the opening drive. They come out in the offset eye. Warren to Holt, and Darryl Holt, a nice gain out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Carolina. Darryl Holt, the 5th-year running back out of Tennessee. The Rams just swarming around him. On the tackle, number 27, Taylor Charles, in his 4th year out of California. 2nd and 1 for Carolina from the 50-yard line. 4 receivers wide for the Panthers. Burton in motion. Warren hands off to Darryl Holt, and he goes nowhere. Maybe a half yard at the most. Xavier Wright, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 7th year out of Florida. It'll be 30 inches for Carolina at the Ram 49-yard line. Big 3rd down right here. 4 receivers set wide on 3rd and inches. Burton in motion again. Warren hands off to Holt. He gets hit in the backfield. Nice play by number 50 for the Rams. That's Tim Lloyd, the linebacker, in his 7th year out of North Carolina State. Nice defensive play by the Rams. The Rams started the season kind of inconsistent, but they've won several in a row now, and they can become 2 games over 500 with a win today. They can get to 7-5. Back to punt. Brady Morris gets the punt away on 4th down. And that's going to be inside the 5. Nice punt. Oh my goodness. Down to the 2-yard line. Brady Morris in his 6th year out of James Madison. And now the Rams will start their opening drive at the 2-yard line. So the Panthers had to punt on their opening drive. And the Rams will start deep in their own end. 6:25 left to play. Here in the first quarter, no score. The Rams can tie the 49ers for 2nd in the West, NFC West. But the 49ers have the tiebreaker at the moment. In the I formation. Hodges to the up back, Littleton. And Littleton gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jake Littleton, the rookie out of Syracuse, on the tackle, number 90 for the Panthers. And that's Denton Palmer in his 6th year out of Idaho. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rams at the 2-yard line. Got to watch out for the safety right here. On 2nd and 10. Hodges hands off to Treadwell in the end zone. They get him for the safety. And the Panthers take a 2-0 lead. Evan Graver, the 6th-year linebacker out of Oregon State, makes the tackle in the end zone on Jesse Treadwell. And the Panthers take a 2-0 lead. On the safety. So the Rams will get a free kick from the 20-yard line. Donnie Jones, the punter, in his 15th year out of LSU, will free kick it. Panthers up 2-0. There's the free kick. Nice. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. That was like 85 yards in the air. Touchback on a free kick. You don't see that very often. And the Panthers will have it at the 25-yard line. He got all of that one. He got all of that one. So the Panthers will start at their own 25. 5:48 left here in the first quarter, up 2-0. That's right. The Bionic Man. 1st and 10 for the 25. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Darryl Holt out to the 31-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Tim Lloyd on the tackle, the linebacker for the Rams. 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Panthers up 2-0 on a safety. 4 receivers set wide. Warren back to throw on 2nd and 4. And it's nearly picked off. Broken up by number 56, Mark Hopkins, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Clemson. And that will bring up 3rd and 4 for Carolina. Hopkins knocking it down. He should have caught it. It'll be 3rd down. 5 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren back. Throws to Aaron. And he's going to be tackled short of the first down at the 32-yard line. Chris Long came up and made the tackle. A 1-yard gain to Aaron. The 9th-year receiver out of Baylor. It'll be 4th down. The Panthers are going to have to punt. Five minutes left to play in the first quarter. Clock is running. Brady Morris back to punt. Gets the punt away. This will be fielded by Tucker at the 18. And Alton Tucker brings it out to the 23-yard line. The 3rd-year receiver out of Florida. So the Rams will take over at their own 23. 1st and 10. Down 2-0. With 4:48 left to play here in the first quarter. From the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The Rams' second possession. A little bit better field position this time. On 1st and 10, Hodges hands off to Jesse Treadwell, who gets a yard out to the 24-yard line. The Rams' starting quarterback is Mark Hodges in his 9th year out of Army. We haven't had any other starting lineups yet. I'm sure they'll work them in. 4.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 9 from the 24-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. Hodges to Treadwell. And Treadwell trying to get outside. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8. On the tackle, Dwayne Smith in his 5th year out of Clemson. Jesse Treadwell, the running back, in his 9th year out of Tennessee. On 3rd and 8. Hodges in the gun. Hodges back. It's a blitz. Gets it outside to Treadwell. And Treadwell stumbles out to the 28-yard line at just a gain of 3. It'll bring up 4th and 5. And the Rams are going to have to punt. Panthers up 2-0. Donnie Jones gets the punt away. Fielded by Burden at the 16. Nice return. Out to the 34-yard line. Chris Burden in his second year out of Savannah State. So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. The only score so far, a defensive safety. Panthers lead at 2-0. 3:22 left here in the first quarter. Panthers come out on 1st and 10. In the offset eye. Watts in motion. Warren. Hands off, no play action looking. Warren throws outside, is caught by Ike Harris, but a flag is down. This may be illegal touching. Yep, it's on Harris. Incomplete pass, it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line. .3:16 left to play here in the first quarter. Ike Harris, the 15th year receiver out of Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10 for Carolina. At their own 34. Pat Warren in the shotgun with 2 backs back there with him. They'll hand off to Holt, and Darryl Holt gets nothing. Xavier Wright on the tackle, number 53, the 7th-year linebacker out of Florida. No gain, it'll be 3rd and 10. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Panthers up 2-0. And now on 3rd and 10, 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren back. Throws deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Patrick Sebastian tried to make a one-handed catch. Incomplete. The 2nd-year receiver out of Army. It'll be 4th down, and the Panthers are going to have to punt. He was well covered. Morales and Hall on the coverage for the Rams. .235 left in the first quarter. Brady Morris will come on to punt for the 3rd time, and we're still in the first quarter. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Tucker at the 22, and Alton Tucker out to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Rams will take over, 1st and 10, down 2-0. This will be the Rams' 3rd possession. Just a 2-0 ball game. Here at the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, Week 12, here at Jammin' Sports. The Panthers at 5-6, the Rams at 6-5. Yep, 5 punts and a free kick so far. And that free kick was a cannon shot. In the I formation. Hodges to Treadwell around the outside, and Jesse Treadwell, flag is down. Looks like he gets out to about the 44, but a flag is down. This is coming back. Yep, it's coming back. Jake Littleton, the fullback. And that'll make it 1st and 14. It happened 1 yard downfield at the 29-yard line. A spot foul if it's over the line of scrimmage. It's a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 14 back at the 29. 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. Hodges hands off to Treadwell. He gets nailed for a 3-yard loss. Coming in to make the tackle, Curtis Johnson, the 12th-year defensive end out of Georgia. That's a loss of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 17 for the Rams. Neither offense playing particularly well early. The only score is safety. It'll be 2nd and 17 for the Rams from the 26-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Hodges, empty backfield. Takes the snap. Hodges throws outside, man open. Gonzalez, they're not going to catch him. 74 yards and a touchdown. Rene Gonzalez, the 3rd-year receiver out of Army. 74 yards and a touchdown. And he was open. I mean, he was open. Wow. He got behind the secondary and it was over. A missed coverage by the Panthers. And now Lucas Ewing will come on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. The Rams lead it 7-2. 1:36 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, in beautiful Southern California. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Not a bad day, 71 degrees at kickoff. The last weekend of November, week 12. Johnny Jones will kick off. There's the kick. Fielded by Stanton at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. And Stanton brings it out to the 34-yard line. Robert Stanton in his 3rd year out of Austin Peay. Right up the road in Clarksville, Tennessee. From where I'm at, in Nashville. That's right up I-24. It's about 45 miles to the northwest of Nashville. It's where Fort Campbell is. First and 10, Carolina. They'll have it at their own 34-yard line. They come out in the offset eye. Warren fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Aaron, all the way down to the 47-yard line. A 19-yard gain by Aaron, the 9th-year receiver out of Baylor. First down, Carolina into Ram territory. Rams up 7-2 here late in the first quarter. Coming up on a minute left here in the first, a minute 10 and counting. Carolina from the Ram 47-yard line. First and 10. He's got Florence in motion. Warren hands off to Holt, and Darryl Holt is going to lose a yard back to the 48-yard line. On the tackle, number 56, Mark Hopkins, the linebacker in his 2nd year out of Clemson, and that'll bring up 2nd and 11. .30 seconds left in the quarter. On 2nd and 11, Warren hands off to Holt again, and Darryl Holt down to the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Xavier Wright on the tackle for Los Angeles. And that might do it for the first quarter. Let's see if they get the playoff in time. I don't think they will. They might. On 3rd and 9 from the 47-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off. No, play action looking. Still looking, throws. And it's knocked down, incomplete. And that's the end of the first quarter. Rams up 7-2 here at Jammin' Sports. back to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. Week 12 here at Gem Sports. The Rams and the Panthers. The Rams lead it 7-2. The Rams trying to get back in the NFC playoff picture. They can get to 7-5 with a win. The Panthers at 5-6 trying to get to 500 and trying to keep themselves alive in the playoff picture. Morris will kick off to start the second quarter for the Panthers. And that's out of bounds at the 1. Are you kidding me? He had the Rams down at the 2 in the first quarter, and the Rams gave up a safety. And now the Rams start at the 1 to see if the Panthers can get another safety. Another great punt by Brady Morris, the 6th-year punter out of James Madison. That's a college in Virginia, I might add, if you didn't know, small college. 1st and 10, almost at the goal line. Got to watch out for the safety again. Hodges under center on 1st and 10. Hodges to Treadwell, a little breathing room, out to the 2-yard line. On the tackle, Lawrence Timmons, the former Steeler, in his 12th year out of Florida State. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the 2. You still got to watch out for the safety here. From the 2-yard line, Hodges under center. Hodges. Oh, they get a second safety. Wow. Curtis Johnson comes in. He read the play beautifully. He tackles Treadwell in the end zone for another safety. Carolina has 4 points, and they've all come on safety. 2 of them. And now the Rams lead is 7-4. I haven't seen a 2-safety game in a long, long time. And now Donnie Jones, he booms another one on the free kick. Oh my goodness. It'll be another touchback. What did Donnie Jones eat for breakfast? It'll be another touchback, and the Panthers will have it at the 25-yard line. Rams up 7-4. An odd score. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 7:16 left to play here in the first half. The Panthers have recorded 2 safeties. You would think if the defense was that dominant, they'd be leading, but they're down 7-4. So Carolina will start from their own 25-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. It's nearly picked off by James Laurinaitis, the 10th-year linebacker out of Ohio State. Intended for Rusty Burton. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He should have had that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That'll stop the clock. 7:12 left here in the first half. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers at their own 25-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Holt. Tries to get outside. And he gets down to the 28-yard line. Chris Long on the tackle. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. Chris Long in his 11th year out of Virginia. On 3rd and 7. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren drops back. Warren throws downfield. Caught by Sebastian. His momentum takes him out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 14-yard gain by Patrick Sebastian. First down, Carolina. Out to their own 42-yard line. So Carolina on the move. Down 7-4. An odd score with the 2 safeties. 6:35 and counting in the first half. Warren under center. Jones in motion. Warren hands off. No play action. Throws to Burton. Incomplete. Rusty Burton, the tight end, couldn't come down with it. It was broken up by Taylor Charles, I do believe, number 27. Charles, the fourth-year defensive back out of California. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers at their own 42-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Throws downfield to Aaron. Down to the 47-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the first half. Panthers on the move at their own 47-yard line. 3rd and 5. Warren in the shotgun on 3rd down. Warren draws back. Warren throws to Aaron inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. A 14-yard reception by Aaron. First down, Carolina. The wide receiver with the funny name, Aaron. If my parents named me that, I'd shoot them. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. 5:35 and counting. Here in the first half. Warren in the shotgun. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Darryl Holt down to the 33-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. On the tackle, number 34 for the Rams. And that's Rashard Berry, the rookie safety out of Wisconsin. 2nd and 4 for the Panthers at the Ram 33-yard line. Carolina looking to take the lead on this drive. Warren in the shotgun. Warren to Reese this time. DeMarco Reese, the 4th-year back out of Wisconsin. That'll be a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and inches at the 29-yard line. James Laurinaitis, the linebacker, on the tackle. 4:35 and counting here in the first half. On 3rd down, Warren hands off to Reese up the middle, and DeMarco Reese to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 yards in a Panther first half. That'll move the chains, as they say in Madden 23 over and over again. 1st and 10 Panthers from the Los Angeles 25. Panthers in the offset eye. Watts in motion. Warren throws to Sebastian coming across down to the 18, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Injury timeout. I didn't see who got shaken up. On Carolina's, Crawford got injured. He used the right tackle. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Panthers at the 18-yard line. Earlier today, the Raiders beat the Broncos, and then the A's took Game 1 of the World Series over the Cubs. Both those games in our video section. We'll have hockey after this tonight. We'll play a couple of hockey games. I'll tell you what's next on the schedule here in just a second. On 2nd and 3 from the 18-yard line, Warren, 3-step drop. Now he scrambles, throws outside, and is caught by Ike Harris at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. It'll be a Carolina first down. We'll have Philadelphia at Detroit in hockey after this. We'll play 2 games. We'll have time. And then we'll have the Islanders playing at Chicago. We'll have a hockey doubleheader after this. And then tomorrow, we'll finish up Week 12 with an NFL doubleheader at 8 o'clock Eastern. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Warren hands off to Darryl Holt. down to the 9, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. The doubleheader tomorrow at 8 Eastern, it'll be the Jets at the Buccaneers, and that'll be followed by the Ravens and the Dolphins, and that will wrap up Week 12. We'll start Week 13 on Tuesday after the World Series with the Rams and the Vikings. On 2nd and 6 from the 9-yard line, Warren, play action, looking. In trouble, he gets sacked back at the 19-yard line. Xavier Wright, the linebacker, comes in, and that'll be a 10-yard loss on the sack, and that'll bring up 3rd and 16 back at the 19-yard line. I get the feeling the Panthers are going to get a field goal, and they're going to have 7 points the hard way. We'll be tied at 7. Everybody's going to think 2 touchdowns. Under 3 minutes left here in the first half. 3rd and 16 from the 19-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren looking, rolls out. Warren, he's going to take off, and he slides down the 12-yard line. A 7-yard gain, well shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and 9, and the Panthers will come out and kick a field goal. This will be a 29-yard attempt by Chris Jackie, and this would tie the Rams at 7. So Chris Jackie in his 16th year out of Nebraska. Yeah, it's an odd path to 7, is right. The kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7 with 2:08 left to play here in the first half. Live from the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles, Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Now, anybody coming in now is going to look at the score and say, oh, 2 touchdowns. They're not going to believe me when I say the Panthers recorded 2 safeties. But it's true. I mean, that's what I would think automatically if I came into the room right now. And we're tied at 7. Chris Jackie will kick off for the Carolina Panthers. There's the kick. Fielded by Tucker. He'll take a knee. Touchback. And the Rams will have it at the 25-yard line. We're tied at 7 with 2:08 left here in the first half. We'll have a play and then the 2-minute warning. In all likelihood. The Panthers at 5 and 6, the Rams at 6 and 5. Looking forward to that Jet Buccaneer game tomorrow. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. That's a monster game. On 1st and 10 from the 25. Hodges hands off to Treadwell, and Jesse Treadwell makes his way out to the 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Rams and Panthers tied at 7. Both teams fighting for their playoff lives. They both need this game badly. The Rams will play the Vikings next week. Who do the Panthers play? Let's take a look real quick. The Panthers will play at the Giants. On 2nd and 5, Hodges back, steps up, throws, gets it out to DeShields. He breaks the tackle. They're not going to catch him, I don't think. They do. He's in. No, down to 1. Making the tackle, catching him at the very end, Michael Perkins. And that's a 69-yard gain for James DeShields, the 4th-year receiver out of Fresno State. He very nearly gets the touchdown. Michael Perkins has the angle, and he catches up to him and puts him down at the 1-yard line. First and goal, Rams. Now that looked to me like he got in. Where's the ball when his knee is down? Oh, that's a touchdown, guys. I'd be reviewing that. That ball has crossed the plane. Let's see if they do a review. If I'm the Rams, I'm throwing a review on that. First and goal from the 1 yard line. Will we see one? I don't know. We're inside of 2 minutes. It has to come from upstairs. Still don't see one. No review. First and goal from the 1. I think the Rams got hosed on that one. In the I formation. Hodges. Play action. Hodges rolls out. Needs to get rid of it. Throws. He throws it away. Incomplete. Smart move by Mark Hodges. Veteran quarterback. It'll be second and goal from the 1 yard line. Well, it's academic now. They ran a play. It'll be second and goal from the 1 yard line. 1:42 left in the half. Rams trying to retake the lead. Second and goal from the 1. Hodges, again looking to the end zone. He's going to roll out, and he takes it himself. Touchdown, Rams. A 1 yard touchdown run by Mark Hodges. And the Rams take a 13-7 lead. So the Rams get the touchdown after all. He got in. And now Lucas Ewing for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Rams lead it 14-7. 1:37 left. Here in the first half. We're live from the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The Carolina Panthers still have 3 timeouts and 1:37 to work with here before halftime. Donnie Jones, the punter, does the kickoff duties for the Rams. He'll kick off. There's the kick. And this will be fielded by Stanton at the 3 yard line over the 20, 25. And Robert Stanton brings it out to the 33 yard line. 1:32 left in the half. Rams up by 7. And the Panthers with 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. 1:32 when you have 3 timeouts. I like the Coliseum. I like games here. I'm old school. You know me, I'm old school. I like the older stadium. I tell you what, if Madden still had like Three Rivers Stadium and Shea Stadium, I'd be using them. First and 10 from the 33 yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren to Holt. And Holt gets a yard. Loses a yard. It'll be second and 11. Panthers in the hurry up. 3 receivers to the far side. Warren back to throw. Warren throws underneath to Sebastian. Turns upfield. Sebastian across midfield. Out to the 44 yard line. A 24 yard gain to Patrick Sebastian. First down Carolina at the Ram 44 yard line. See if Carolina takes a timeout here. They have 3 of them. The second year receiver out of Army. One of my Army guys, Patrick Sebastian. And the Panthers take a timeout with 1:01 remaining here in the first half. Sebastian, one of my Army guys. He was an Apache helicopter pilot in the Gulf War. That's where I was. Fun, fun, fun. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Spent 9 months in a sandbox known as Desert Storm. Couldn't keep sand out of anything. And people wonder why I don't like to go to the beach anymore. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Warren throws, and it's nearly picked off, incomplete. Tim Lloyd, in his 7th year out of North Carolina State, nearly picked it off. Rusty Burton, the tight end, the intended receiver. Rusty Burton in his 2nd year out of Vanderbilt. That's why I choose to live in a landlocked state. I like Tennessee. That's not the reason. 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. I mean, I've been back to the beach. Don't get me wrong. I just don't enjoy the beach. On 2nd and 10, Warren looking, throws. It's picked off by James Laurinaitis. And Laurinaitis all the way out to the 49-yard line. The linebacker in his 10th year out of Ohio State picks it off for the Rams. And now Los Angeles with 2 timeouts and 51 seconds remaining here in the first half. They have it at the Carolina 49-yard line. It's also why I don't like to go camping. I hate camping. No, I don't have bad memories per se. No, not really. I mean, every time I am on the beach, it does remind me, yes. I don't enjoy sand anymore. Because after 9 months in a sandbox, we couldn't keep the sand out of anything. It got into everything. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. It was a pain in the ass. Yep, I said ass. Hodges in the gun on 1st and 10. Throws inside to Gonzalez. He can't hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by Darius Banks. True story now. The sand would gum up our VCR player. We took over a parking garage and we had like a common area. And where you could watch VCR tapes and movies in our downtown rep. Let me finish this story here in a second. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Hodges in the gun. It's story time with Jim. Hodges underneath to Brown. And Brown can't hold on. It'll be 3rd and 10. But the VCR, you could watch maybe a couple of movies and then it would gum up because of the sand. And so I just got tired of it. So I remember one morning I had some free time. My mission wasn't until like 2 in the afternoon. 3rd and 10 from the 49. Hodges back. Hodges throws, gets it out to Treadwell. Treadwell makes a move and gets the first down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 12, and the Rams take a timeout. So during the morning, during my downtime, I took apart the VCR and cleaned it all up. I got all the sand out of it, everything. Cleaned it all up. And I put it in a garbage bag before I went out on my mission. I come back about 4 hours later. I take the thing out of the garbage bag. It's been sealed up. And lo and behold, it's got sand in it. You couldn't keep it out in anything. True story. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell inside the 30, and Treadwell down to the 23-yard line. The Rams only have 1 timeout left. They're in field goal range. Clock is running. Yeah, it was Ziploc. Yeah, not Ziploc, but zip tied. I don't know how. And we couldn't keep our boots polished. Not that it really mattered. You're in a combat zone and those things don't really matter. It could have been. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line coming up on halftime. The Rams are ensuing a field goal and taking a shot. Treadwell down to the 14. They take a timeout with 2 seconds left. They get closer. And now the Rams will kick a field goal right before halftime. This will be a 31-yard attempt by Lucas Ewing. It'll put the Rams up by 2 possessions, up by 10. See if Ewing can connect right before halftime. We were based out of a parking garage in Barong. We commandeered a parking garage. From 31 yards, Lucas Ewing. The kick is up, and it's good. We hit halftime. Your halftime score, the Rams 17, the Panthers 7, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. Week number 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-6 Panthers, the 6-5 Rams. The Rams lead it by 10, 17-7. As we start the third quarter, in a game that, quite frankly, both teams need to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. It will correct itself here in a second. There you go. So the Rams lead by 10 as we start the third quarter, and the Rams will get the ball first. We were based out of a parking garage in Bahrain. I call it Bahrain. Why did I say it's Bahrain? And there's the kickoff. Fielded by Tucker, and he downs at the end zone. It was like a 7-level parking garage. We parked all the helicopters on the roof, which was open air, and then each level was something different. The next level down was flight ops. The next level down was supply, and then we had like the mess hall. On the next level, the barracks were and the motor pool was at the bottom, and the middle two were like the barracks. It worked out real well. I mean, we had it a lot better than a lot of other people. We didn't have to stay in tents. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Hodges, play action. Throws downfield, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Kip Brown. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. I mean, it was a big parking garage like you would see maybe at the airport or something like that. The only thing that you had to watch out for were the light poles on the roof. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Hodges back on 2nd down, throws outside to Gonzalez, and he's out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of 22 yards and a Ram first down. No, not really, because they knew that we were there to liberate them. In fact, they were quite helpful most of the time. It was the Republican Guard that you had to worry about. But we always fought them from a distance. I mean, if you remember Desert Storm, the first 3 nights, we just bombed the fire out of them. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Hodges in the shotgun. I'll never forget those 3 nights. Hodges, play action, rolls out, throws downfield, caught by Gonzalez again, down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 19 yards and a Ram first down. So the Rams on the move. They're up by 10. And they'd love to make it a 3-possession game. Rene Gonzalez, the 3rd-year receiver out of Army. Our base, no. But we had several helicopters that got fired at. My helicopter itself got fired at twice. 1st and 10, Hodges gets sacked back at the 41-yard line. Be a loss of 7. Going to bring up 2nd and 17. Denton Palmer on the tackle, the defensive end for the Panthers. Nothing will piss you off more than coming back from a flight and finding bullet holes in your aircraft. Oh, yeah. Several times. Every time we went out, see, we flew Hueys. I was a Huey guy. The Vietnam era helicopters, you know, the Hueys, the utility helicopter. But every time we went out, we had a Marine M60 gunner on each side. Treadwell gets hit for a 4-yard loss, making the play number 53. Lawrence Timmons, the former Steeler, and the Rams are going backwards. It'll be now 3rd and 21, a loss of 4 yards. Now, me personally, I didn't fire at anybody, but people on my aircraft fired at people, yes. I was too busy flying. 3rd and 21 from the 45-yard line. Me personally, no. But my aircraft did. Hodges on 3rd and 21 throws downfield. Wide open, Walter, touchdown, Rams. Kalen Walter, the rookie out of Central Florida. And that is a 45-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams go up 23-7. And there's something else that will unnerve you. Flying around at night or at dusk and seeing tracer rounds coming at you. That's always fun. The extra point by Lucas Ewing. It's up and it's good. Rams lead it 24-7. 6:23 left to play. The Rams with a 3-possession lead. Here in the third quarter, live from the Coliseum in Los Angeles, Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Did I tell you the story about the Republican Guard soldiers that we had to pick up that surrendered? Did I ever tell you that? That was a fun time. Well, okay, wait till the kickoff and I'll share this story. More story time with Jim. You know the game's getting out of hand when we go to stories. Donnie Jones would kick off for the Rams, up by 17. Fielded by Burden at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. And Chris Burden out to the 30-yard line. Our primary mission with the Hueys during Desert Storm, I have to set this up so you get the idea of what's going on. We coined a term for it, trash or brass. You're either on a trash run or you're flying the brass around so they can look at the battlefield, all right? More often than not, though, we made trash runs. Our garbage had to go somewhere, and they designated an area for us about 20 yards or 20 miles away. That was our landfill. So once a day, we had to fly our trash out there. 1st and 10, Warren throws outside, incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 10. And usually it took 2 Hueys full of trash each time. We have to take out all the chairs inside and just leave the chair for the crew chief and load it up with our trash. So that's the premise. I'll get to the story here in a second. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Holt, a nice run out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 11, first down, Carolina. So it's about halfway through our tour. Oh yeah, when we came back, we had to hose it out every time. The worst days were when you went on a trash run, you come back, and they tell you that the brass will be here in 30 minutes. So you're quickly hosing off the aircraft and everything and putting the seats back in so you can fly some general around. Those were fun times. I'll get to the crux of my story here in a second. 1st and 10 from the 41. Warren under center. Fakes the handoff. And he gets sacked back at the 32-yard line, a loss of 9 on the sack, number 34, Rashard Berry. So we're about halfway through our tour, about 4 months in, and we're on a trash run, right? And the desert changes, so we're on dead reckoning. You know, we don't, you can't say turn left at the first sand dune, because that sand dune's not going to be there tomorrow. So it's dead reckoning, you know, speed, time, figure out your distance. So on the way there, it was fine. We drop off the trash. It was 2 Hueys, right? 2nd and 19 from the 32-yard line. Warren back, throws outside to Harris, down the sideline, and Harris out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 18 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. So we're on our way back, and we're 2 Hueys, all right? It's a 2 helicopter flight, and each Huey has the Marine gunners on board with the M60s. Well, as we're flying back, we're about halfway back, about 10 miles back. In just a second. 3rd and 1 from the 50-yard line. Burton in motion. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Holt to the 48-yard line, and a Panther first down. Well, down below, as we come over a sand dune, we see a group of 8 Republican guards, and they're all waving white flags or white towels or whatever they could find that was white. And when they saw us, they threw down their rifles, okay? So we circle for about 5 minutes, and they're all trying to surrender, all right? 1st and 10 from the 48. Warren in the shotgun. 4:15 left in the quarter. Warren fakes the handoff. Looking, throws, dumps it off to Holt. Maybe a 3-yard gain to the 45. It'll be 2nd and 7. So we circle and we radio back to base that we need backup. Okay? And they advise us what's going on. They ask us if we have gunners, and we said, of course we do. We can't go anywhere without them. All right? And they said, well, you're going to have to secure the prisoners until backup gets there. And we said, okay. So we radio the Marine guys behind us. We tell them what's going on. All right? We say, you got to secure the prisoners. When we didn't have handcuffs, but we had zip ties. 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren hands off to Holt, and Holt loses a yard back to the 46-yard line. So we land about 50 yards from this group, and by this time they've thrown down their weapons and they're on their knees, and they already have their hands behind their back or their heads. But you know, it could be a trap, right? So we land, and I swear to God, within a split second of us landing, these Marines and the M60s were on the ground and about halfway there. I don't know how they got the 60s off the mountain so quick. I've never seen anybody move so fast. 3rd and 18. Warren looking, throws to Reese. And Reese does not hold on. It'll be 4th down. The Panthers are going to have to punt. So, and one of the pilots of the other Huey, oh yeah, I had a pistol. I had a 45. They're going to try, are you kidding me? They're going to try a 63-yard field goal. Chris Jackie from 63 yards. That's how desperate they are. And that was pretty close. It's no good. And the Rams still lead at 24-7 with 3:06 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. So the pilot of the other Huey, he volunteered to go out there and secure the prisoners. Of course, he had his 45 out, and the 4 Marines surrounded the group of 8 with their 60s, you know, holding them in 2 arms, you know, covering the captain that went out there. And the captain quickly zip ties all 8 of them. And all 8 are very cooperative. They couldn't wait to give up. I mean, they were like praising us. Oh, thank God. You know, they were just like, and they were crying tears of joy that we were capturing them. I'll finish my story here in a second. On 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Carolina 47 following the missed field goal. Great field position for the Rams. Hodges to Treadwell around the outside, and Treadwell makes a nice move down to the 31-yard line. A 16-yard gain by Jesse Treadwell, the 9th year back out of Tennessee. So we split them up 4 and 4, 4 in each Huey. Backup never came. Okay, so we radioed back and we said, don't worry about backup. We've already got him secured. They're like going, backup's about 40 minutes away. I'm like, well, don't worry, we already got him, right? I'll get there. So we put 4 in each helicopter and we fly back. Okay? 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line in the I formation. Hodges, play action, throws to DeShields down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 16 yards. 1st and 10. So they have us take a detour to a detention area where they keep the POWs, and it's about 5 minutes away from where we were stationed. So we land there, and we're met immediately by about 20 MPs, all with M16s and 45s and stuff like that. They take the prisoners, and the prisoners are they're like kissing everybody's feet. Thank you for saving it. And I'll finish the story. Hodges on 1st and 10. He's going to take off. Hodges all the way down to the 3-yard line. A 12-yard gain, 1st and goal Rams. So I find out later, the MPs take them all away. Because they go to a secure area where they can question them, sort them out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we treated them well. We're not like the other dickhead countries, We treat our prisoners well. And I find out later, a couple hours later, one of my buddies was an MP, that these guys couldn't wait to give up. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Treadwell loses 4 yards back to the 7-yard line. Because these were not trained soldiers. In fact, a majority of the Republican Guard, they were just people that the government plucked out of their homes, gave them a rifle, and said, you're going to fight or we'll kill your family. They were treated rather poorly by their commanding officers and stuff. I mean, to them, they were just disposable. And they knew they had a better chance with us giving up. And similar things were happening all over the place. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Hodges throws and is nearly picked off. Jason Redding in the end zone. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. 1 minute left here in the 3rd quarter. And we went back to our parking garage, and that was last we saw them. But that was fun, because you don't know. We land, and it could be an ambush. You don't know. There were some tense moments there. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line in the I formation. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Treadwell down to the 1. And that will bring up 4th and goal. On the tackle, number 25, Torrey Clayton, the 3rd-year safety out of California. Oh, it was crazy times indeed. I was down there almost the entire time. I was down there a couple of days after it started when it was Desert Shield, and then it transitioned into Desert Storm. I was there for a little over 9 months. Donnie Jones, and this will be an 18-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. The Rams go up by 20. A 3-possession game still. 27-7 with 29 seconds left. Here in the 3rd quarter, live from the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. So that's story time with Jim today. In a lopsided ball game. I think about those times from time to time. I was one of the lucky ones and never got PTSD or anything like that. There's the kick. Fielded by Burden at the 4-yard line over the 20-25. and he gets out to the 29-yard line. But to be honest with you, I don't know how I escaped without PTSD. Because when it turned to Desert Storm, if you remember watching the news back then, we bombed the fire out of them for 3 days and nights. And we're Army, we're not the Air Force, okay? We hunkered down for 3 days while the Air Force and the Navy just bombed the fire out of them, day and night, relentlessly. And that's all we heard and saw, especially at night. Couldn't sleep. Not that you'd want to. On 1st and 10 from the 29, Warren throws wide open. Ike Harris downfield, 71 yards, touchdown, Carolina. As the Panthers try to get back in the game. Ike Harris, the 15th year receiver out of Pittsburgh, 71 yards and a touchdown. And he was wide open. And the Panthers now will make this a 3 or a 2 possession game. Yeah, it was nuts. You know, and we had this new lieutenant that came to our unit. You know, a second lieutenant, a butterball they call him, you know, the gold bar. Just out of West Point. He was all gung-ho. We had to take him down a peg. Chris Jackie for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. It's now a 13-point ball game. The Rams lead it 27-14 with 17 seconds left. You know, he's trying to throw his weight around. He's trying to impress everybody. We had been there for about 3 weeks already before he joined the unit as our XO, right? Fresh out of West Point. He's dressed right dress. Thinks he knows it all. And he's getting on to people about their shoes not being polished and, you know, their boots and stuff. And we're in a combat zone. You don't worry about those things. And besides, the sand would blast the polish off within an hour. So nobody was polishing their boots. We had better things to do. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Tucker at the goal line, or in the 5 yards deep. It'll be a touchback. The Rams will have it at the 25-yard line. Well, he was getting really bad, and people were complaining about him so much that our commanding officer took him aside after he had been there for about 10 days, and he ripped him a new one. And he told him, these are the very men that you're going to have to depend on for your life. So treat them with respect and understand that you're in a war zone. Those rules are good back in garrison, but not here. And I can remember hearing the XO going, but. In the I formation, Hodges to Treadwell, and Treadwell down to the 29-yard line. And that will end the third quarter as the Rams lead it by a score 27-14 here at Gem Sports. And welcome back to the LA Coliseum in Los Angeles. Week 12 here at Gem Sports. We go to the fourth quarter. The Rams lead the Panthers 27-14. Both teams fighting for their playoff lives. The Panthers at 5-6. The Rams at 6-5. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Rams at their own 29-yard line, up by 13. CGM in the house. Panthers getting wrecked. I'll finish that in just a second, Evil Dead. On 2nd and 6. Hodges. Play action. Rolls out, throws, open is to Shields, down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 19 yards and a Ram first down. He finally did calm down after he got his butt ripped by the company commander. His attitude changed overnight. I finally had a chance to talk to him about a week later, about what happened and everything. And this is what he told me. Now, I never went to West Point, okay? I was battlefield commissioned. I wasn't a West Point grad, all right? 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell around the outside. Treadwell down the sideline. All the way down to the 32-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain. Is this DS1 or DS2? Desert Storm 1. Desert Storm 1. The Gulf War with Schwarzkopf and all that. He told me that it was a culture shock for him, especially when the CO reamed him. Because at West Point, now I didn't know this, evidently at West Point, at least at the time, they would tell all the cadets that once you get to your unit, you can't trust enlisted people. 1st and 10, Hodges, and he gets hit as he throws, incomplete. They told them that enlisted people cannot be trusted. You got to treat them like they're morons. And evidently he took that to heart, and he found out the hard way that they're not. They're quite capable individuals. 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell. And a flag is down. It'll be no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. That's going to be holding on the Rams on Kerry Martin, the left guard. So that will back it up. It'll be 2nd and 20 back at the 42-yard line. And I was rather shocked when I heard him say that. But again, West Point is full of teachers, instructors, and officers that haven't been in the real Army. Treadwell, inside the 30, a nice gain, down to the 27-yard line. In other words, they graduate West Point, maybe serve a couple of years in a regular unit, then go back and teach at West Point without any real combat experience. But he ended up being pretty cool at the end, though. He ended up being a decent guy. 3rd and 4 from the 27-yard line. Hodges in the shotgun. Hodges back. Throws underneath to Apple Gibbs. Down to the 24-yard line, a gain of 3. And that's going to be shy of the first down. Jaden Apple Gibbs in his 8th year out of Oregon. Jason Redding on the tackle, the linebacker. So the Rams will come out, and this will be a 41-yard field goal attempt. It'll be 4th and 2. CGM, are you prior military? Or anybody in your family? My dad was in the Army too. When I was just a young lad. Lucas Ewing, from 41 yards. He was in World War II. Well, good for him. Thank him for his service. Is he still alive? Kick is up. And it's good. The Rams lead it by 16, 30-14. Still a 2-possession game. 5:57 left to play. Your dad was Navy? I think you've told me that before, yes. Good for him. He died of cancer. Sorry to hear that. We don't have many World War II veterans left. I think nationwide we're less than 100 now. I was reading an article about that. Less than 100, I think, are still alive. So the Rams lead it 30-14. It is sad. The greatest generation. Burden across the 20, 25, and Chris Burden brings it out to about the 34-yard line, but a flag is down. Your dad passed for dementia and Alzheimer's. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Face mask on the Rams. That's going to give on the kicker of all people, Donnie Jones. gets the face mask. And now the Panthers are going to have it at their own 48-yard line, down by 2 possessions. It's just a 16-point ball game. The Panthers can get back in it with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So 1st and 10 Carolina from their own 48. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back, looking, throws downfield, caught by Harris, out to the 39-yard line. And that'll be a 13-yard gain into Ram territory for Ike Harris. 1st down, Carolina. Yeah, he does. Well, they all look cartoonish in 22 and 23. Even the players do. The player and coach models are a lot better on 19. 17 through 19, you're right. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. The offensive linemen in 23 look just stupid. Warren in the gun. Warren looking, throws outside, it is knocked away. Incomplete by Eric Morales, the rookie out of Montana. Patrick Sebastian, the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. One of my duties when I was not flying at the base at the parking garage was supervisor of the armory. 2nd and 10, Warren back. I had people under me, but I was the head supervisor of the armory. And he takes off, Warren, all the way down to the 13-yard line, a 26-yard gain. 1st down, Carolina. We had to account for everything. Guns, ammo, all that stuff. Even the survival knives we were in charge of. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Panthers trying to make it a 1-possession game. They're down by 16. In the offset eye, Warren looking. Warren still looking. He's got a lot of time. Throws to Burton down to the 3-yard line. Well, yes, you have to. Especially in a combat area. That is not the place to be making enemies. I mean, I don't care what your rank is. I have to depend on you. And vice versa. 2nd and inches from the 3-yard line. Burton does not quite get the 1st down. A 9-yard gain. Warren, play action, looks to the end zone. Jones, touchdown, Panthers. Desmond Jones, the 4th-year tight end out of Vanderbilt. The Panthers trying to make an awesome comeback. They're now down by 10, 30-20. And the Panthers were down a bunch just a little while ago, 27-7. Now it's 30-20. They'll go for 2 to make it a 1-possession game with 4:03 left. Plenty of time. Warren in the gun. Warren looking, throws back of the end zone. Jones, 2-point conversion's good. The Panthers have worked their way back. A 1-possession game. The Rams up 30-22. Still a lot of time left. 4:03 left on the clock. There are some, but you know what? They don't last long. They really don't. Especially in a combat zone. They get weeded out quick. Because you don't have time for that stuff. You really don't. And I'm so proud of our CO for reaming him like he did. But he needed it, and it straightened him out. He ended up being actually a pretty good guy after that. We hated him, though, at first. For the first 3 weeks, we did not like him at all. Now the Panthers down by 8. Chris Jackie will kick off. Fielded by Tucker at the 2-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Alton Tucker out to the 29-yard line. Look for the Rams now to try to eat up as much time as they can and get another score. Look for the Panthers to try to get a stop. It's just an 8-point ball game now. 30-22 in favor of the Rams. Rams trying to get to 7-5, trying to improve their playoff chances. The Panthers trying to get to 6-6 and do the same. We'll have hockey after this. It'll be the Flyers and the Red Wings, and that'll be followed by the Islanders and the Blackhawks. A hockey doubleheader next. 1st and 10 from the 29. Hodges to Treadwell, and Treadwell gets a yard out to the 30-yard line. If that much, it'll be 2nd and 10. On the tackle, number 53, Lawrence Timmons. The people in the military that you want to be the nicest to are the people that work in supply, without a doubt. On 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line, Hodges, play action, throws downfield, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10, because they will hook you up with stuff that you don't know where it came from and you don't care. There will be football tomorrow, a doubleheader starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the Jets and the Bucks, followed by the Ravens and the Dolphins. We'll wrap up Week 12 tomorrow. 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Hodges back. Hodges throws. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Panthers get a stop. The Rams go 3 and out. Oh boy, watch out. Carolina has time. They snuck up on us. They're down by 8. And now they're getting the ball back. Donnie Jones back to punt for the Rams. Gets the punt away. All the way down to the 13-yard line. Chris Burton on the return. And he's escorted out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 1st down, Panthers. The other people you want to be really nice to are the people that work in the mess hall. I mean, that is not a glamorous job. The people that work as cooks in the Army is not. So you make sure you're nice to them. 1st and 10 from the 29. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Looking. Throws downfield. Caught by Sebastian across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's a 22-yard gain by Patrick Sebastian. And the Panthers, they can tie it up on this drive. We thought this game was over about 20 minutes ago. And the Panthers have worked the way back. Now there's less than 3 minutes. But both teams still have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning coming up. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Warren in the gun with a back on either side. Warren back. Warren looking. Steps up. Throws downfield. Caught by Harris. Down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 11 to Ike Harris in his 15th year out of Pittsburgh. 1st down, Panthers. 2:25 and counting. All the way down to the Ram 38-yard line. But the Panthers need a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. Earlier today, the Raiders beat the Broncos handily. And the A's won Game 1 of the World Series over the Cubs handily. Those 2 games are in the video section. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren back. Warren looking. Throws underneath to Holt. And Darryl Holt all the way down to the 27-yard line. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Rams up 30-22 here at Javits Sports. Welcome back to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, Los Angeles, California. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The Panthers, they were down by 20, and they worked their way back. The Rams are up 30-22 with 2 minutes left. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Ram 27-yard line. The Panthers trying to force overtime. Yeah, they had 2 safeties. Warren throws underneath to Aaron. He can't hold on. Incomplete. Yeah, the Panthers got 7 points, their first 7 points, by 2 safeties and a field goal. That'll stop the clock with 1:57 left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren drops back, looking, throws to Holt, and Holt down to the 17-yard line. He's going to be just shy of the first down, a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and inches. 1:42. Warren in the gun on 3rd down. Warren back, throws underneath to Burton, down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. First down, Carolina. 1:30 and counting. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. They're in the hurry up. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back, looking, throws to Sebastian all the way down to the 2. An 11-yard gain. 1st and goal. 1:13 in counting. The Panthers stay in the hurry up. 4 receivers set wide. Rams are stuck in their defense. Warren looking to the end zone, and he gets sacked back at the 10-yard line. They stay in the hurry up. 2nd and goal, an 8-yard loss. They want to keep the Rams in this defense. Warren back, throws underneath to Burton. He can't hold on, and that will finally stop the clock with 50 seconds left. And now the Rams can finally sub out. It'll be 3rd and goal. Yep, you got to be kidding me. Is right. 50 seconds left. This is like Redskins Falcons all over again. 4 receivers set wide. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren back. Throws underneath to Jones. He does not get there. Down to the 7-yard line. It's 4th down. They're in the hurry up even though they have 3 timeouts. 4 receivers set wide. Warren back, looking, throws to the end zone, incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. Unbelievable. Really, you have the timeouts. Why rush? And now the Rams will take over with 33 seconds left at the 7-yard line. They were trying to keep the Rams defense from swapping out. That's why they stayed in the hurry up. Maybe another safety. The Rams looks like they're going to hold on. Hodges to Treadwell, and Treadwell gets the first down out to the 20-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. The Panthers take a timeout. EA is why. .28 seconds left. The Panthers still have 2 timeouts. It looks like the Rams are going to go to 7 and 5. 3 more snaps and we're done. The game is over. The Rams got a first down. Now, if Carolina still had 3 timeouts, they'd have a shot, but they only have 2. And the Panthers will drop to 5 and 7. Hodges in the victory formation. Takes a knee. The Panthers take their second timeout. I know. The Rams stepped up at the end. They finally had a chance to sub out on that incompletion. They got some fresh people in there. 2nd and 11. It's academic. 2 more snaps and we're done. We'll finish up Week 12 tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. It'll be the Jets and the Bucks. And that'll be followed by the Ravens and the Dolphins. our Sunday night and Monday night games tomorrow. Oh, yes. They stripped it out big time. In the victory formation, Hodges takes a knee. One more timeout by the Panthers. They're now out of timeouts. One more snap and we're done. And then we'll have hockey after this. Be the Flyers and the Red Wings. The Flyers at 9-2. They won 9 in a row, but now the Flyers have lost 2 in a row. They're still in first place in the East. Yeah, 16 really had a nice presentation. You're right. 19 is pretty good. 18 and 19 is very good. 3rd and 13. This will be the last play of the game. Rams will take a knee. Hodges takes a knee. Gets 4th down, but they don't have to punt. Yeah, because they ran into the Islanders. That's right. And the final seconds will tick away in this one. The Rams, they don't have to punt. I wouldn't punt. And they're going to punt. Now watch them return this for a touchdown. Fielded by Burden at the 24, and he goes down the 40. And that's the end of the game. Your final score, Los Angeles 30, Carolina 22. Thanks for watching here at Chapman Sports. We have hockey up next. We'll see you then.